Would I understand that there's some things that you'd like to discuss today?
Yes, thank you for asking, Mr. Turner. I have some worries about my workplace because, we moved into a new office, and, well, everything's just kind of different since we moved there. We moved the structure of the furniture and the desk. I mean, I have my own desk, which is fabulous, but everything has just changed. And then, the copier's moved, and I like things to be in a very specific fashion. I don't like things to block my chi, and I'm very OCD about things, and everything is just different, and it's just throwing me off.
Okay, so you don't feel the change is good, or?
Not necessarily not bad.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, all change is difficult.
Okay.
It's just taken a while to get acclimated to the new setting.
Okay, and what do you find difficult about the new change or the new office? What are some of the things?
Well, I would have to say, for starters, the structures of the offices themselves and the desk. Like the old office, we would walk in and everybody's desks were right there. And so if we wanted to distract our coworkers, it was quite easy. We would just turn around in the chair and distract them. Now we have to go to doors and actually see if they're available. Just it changes the dynamic of the office somewhat. Not too much, but somewhat enough where you have to actually get up to interact with my office mates.
Okay, so what you're saying is you prefer the closer environment as opposed to the new environment that you're in that's kind of...
Correct. The whole closed doors can throw a woman off, and she's been 7 years with open doors or no doors. That's primarily what is definitely throwing me off. And then, the structure of the new desk are blocking the doors. Within the Qi system in Feng Shui, you're not supposed to have the windows blocked so the energy can flow through the room. But the way the desks are structured, they're structured blocking exactly the major window of the office, or blocking doors. And there's a file cabinet blocking the door, so all the Qi is just blocked off and rerouted. And you can really feel it within the office. The Qi is being blocked off and bouncing around within all the walls, just not getting where it's supposed to be, which is throughout the space.
Right. So do you feel there's like a disconnect? Is that what you're saying?
Yes, the energy within the air itself is just off. And that's probably the reason why it feels so, weird. It's with the environment, with the flow of the energy throughout the room, just bouncing off of everything instead of just going to each and every person equally.
Okay. What do you feel that could be changed in the new office, new environment, to help you feel more comfortable?
That is actually a good question. Because, the offices and desks are structured with, actual walls that can't exactly be torn down, and cubicles that can't be forced apart, because then it blocks other doors. So I was actually thinking myself of even just trying to rearrange the cubicles themselves so that they're more of like a triangle shape. So at least as the energy comes to bounce in, it still bounces along the walls of the cubicles themselves, as opposed to just at the little section that you can enter through. So at least that way, it can bounce off of the walls itself in a more triangular fashion. So other offices and desks can try and get the same flow of the energy. That might really, improve the psychological dynamic within the workplace.
Okay. Do you feel that you prefer being more of a part of a group as opposed to...
I have to admit I am torn there. Because everybody likes to have some more personal space where you can hang up photos of families or recent liaisons, shall we say. But I do also miss that more of a group feeling where you saw everybody as they came in and as they worked. They still had just enough privacy to turn around, but they're also easily able to interact with each other more easily. But I have to admit I am torn because I do love the new privacy and personalization of my workspace.
Okay, so what you're saying is you like the privacy, but you do like the group interaction.
Correct.
Correct, as well. So you're trying to look for like a happy medium between the two.
Correct.
Okay. Have you tried speaking with your coworkers or
Oh heavens,
supervisors to see if
well,
there's somewhere?
So my immediate coworkers and I work with each other within the cubicle to try and move things around to help the chi bounce off each other. So we'll have objects hanging, off of the desk. We'll have the Indian chi connectors, which can often help reroute as long as there aren't walls where I am, they're cubicle walls, so they don't reach the ceiling. And so we will hang like the Indian chi connectors, so at least the chi coming over the cubicles can be caught and dispersed within. So that itself is actually helping improve the situation. So little things like that, everybody within the office is starting to, enact, so they can all get an equal part of the chi, since we can't really move the walls around.
Okay, and what I get is that you feel disconnected as well. That's what you're
Yes.
trying to say, and this would help you with that feeling.
Definitely.
Okay.
Yeah, that disconnect is, the part of the biggest thing that that almost hindered our progress within the office, trying to get used to the new environment, as everybody was so used to in the past, just seeing everything that went on. There was one door, and you would walk in and see whoever walked by, and there was one door to walk out, and now you have to kind of guess who is coming. And so it's just definitely a disconnect between all members. And so I think that, the more steps we make and the more actively we do it, we might be able to make steps forward to bridge those feelings of disconnect and discord.
Okay, so you have a feeling of disconnect, and you like a little more interaction with people in the office as well. Okay.
Yes. Because the coworkers are quite fabulous. They're not quite eccentric, but they're definitely lively and colorful. They're definitely fun to interact with. So we would definitely love more interaction with each other.
Okay, yeah, I get that from you. I get that you really enjoy working with your coworkers.
Oh, most definitely. Yeah, so I think as we make these changes, we'll be able to come back together to the more family unit that we once were.
Okay. All right, well, it was great talking to you today, and we will schedule another appointment for the next session.
Thank you, Mr. Turner.
All right, well, thank you, Miss Leatherwood. Appreciate it.